to know you, and thanks to my good friend Brett for making the connections. It's always exciting. So I know Dave has to unmute himself here, but it's my pleasure to introduce my long-term friend who was an integral part of my old company that I owned for many, many years, and that's Dr. David Nelson. And what makes Dave special, besides being a truly genuine, caring human being that puts patient care first, is his background. He worked with the Carnation Company, yes, Carnation, establishing one of the first weight loss clinics in the United States, and did that successfully. And then he also worked with the legendary Dr. Earl Mindell, who wrote the book, The Vitamin Bible. Dave and Earl, who I had the privilege of meeting through Dave, was mentored by Earl and learned a lot about nutrition. And Dave has a PhD in nutrition, and for many, many years worked at the Center for Advanced Medicine in the San Diego area. And so when we had the opportunity to talk to Kari and to discover the availability of the patches, I reached out to Dave and I said, Dave, I know this is right up your alley because you have a real passion on transdermal patches. And so Dr. Nelson decided to join us as our doctor in-house, the product advisor. And so it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. David Nelson. You're muted, Dave.
Hey, thank you. This has been great. Thank you for the introduction. And I'm excited. What we have here is extremely exciting.
Yes, it is incredibly exciting. And last week we had the privilege of unveiling the GLP-1 patch and the Vigor patch, which happens to be a personal favorite of mine. And this week we get to announce two more products, and those products make up a perfect four spot of products, all have the ability to complement each other. And the first product that I want to introduce, and we can bring it up on slide, is the Melatonin Sleep Patch. And this product in itself is unique, and Dave will talk more about it in a second, but it does make a lot of sense when you understand how important getting a good night's sleep is to overall developing a holistic rhythm within your body. So that is the next product that we're introducing. And then the final product, which is one that people deal with, from athletes to people that are getting older and getting those aches and pains, and that is the Max Pain Patch. So Dave, let's talk a little bit about the sleep product. Explain to everybody why the population in the United States, Canada, and the rest of the world that don't get enough sleep or don't get a proper sleep are actually gaining weight and causing all kinds of issues. So if you'd take it away.
Yeah. So the whole sleep insomnia issue plagues about 40% or even more of Americans in North America. And it's something I see in my office almost every day. Insomnia, can't get to sleep, can't stay asleep. And so this is vital. And there's a lot of good products out there on the market that people are using, but they think they're good, but they're not getting absorbed. Let's talk about one aspect of this sleep patch, which I love patches. And this patch is phenomenal. It has melatonin in it. Melatonin is naturally produced in the pineal gland in the brain, and also in the gut. And as we talked about last week, America has, and North America has a gut problem, has digestive problems, has a lot of issues that causes that production not to be generated. And so now we have an insomnia issue in the brain, which affects the pineal, which is the major gland that can go bad really quick from toxicology, toxins, heavy metals, fluoride, chlorine in the water. And then we have a digestive issue with obesity skyrocketing, not only in adults, but in adolescents and teens. And we're seeing a skyrocketing of obesity, and which affects the gut, which then affects the process of production of the natural hormone melatonin that the body needs. It regulates sleep cycles, their circadian rhythm. It increases sleep duration. It helps enhance. We get into what we call REM sleep. Dory and Tricia, I'm sure you heard about REM sleep, and we want to get into that REM. And I encourage most people try to get to bed before 10, because at least if you go past midnight, you've kind of missed that REM, that good REM sleep. And so that REM sleep is important, and melatonin helps with that. And so it also helps to calm the system. So we have a melatonin, we have valerian in it. Valerian is a natural herbal compound that helps to rest and calm the body, like passion flower and hops. Hops are found in beer, but there's some unique things in the herb hops itself that is extremely soothing and calming to the nervous system. So I love the combination. And with this combination in this patch, it gets into the system quicker, as opposed to taking something orally, which doesn't have to, it bypasses the gut issues, which most people do have. And so now we're able to get this directly into the circulation in the body to help.
Wonderful. And I have a quick question for you, Dave. So if somebody were involved in a weight management program and they're using the GLP-1 patch,
yes,
would this enhance that product if they're using the melatonin?
Exactly, completely. And melatonin is powerful for the immune system also. There's so many different qualities. I could talk an hour or more on just melatonin and what it does. So this is powerful. And accelerate the other herbal compounds that work with it are just enhancing that whole process of helping improve the sleep quality and duration.
Wonderful. So let's take a look at the next product that we're unveiling here. And I'm going to give Dave credit for teaching me this. I'm ex-martial artist, and used to take the grin and bear it approach, after you've been in a sparring match and you're suffering and fighting and doing all those wonderful things. I used to do that. And Dave taught me that there's a benefit in using a product like the Max Pain patches rather than grin and bear it, and it has to do with inflammation. So give me your take on this product, Dave, Max Pain patches.
Dory, 70% of Americans have some type of pain, from athletes to the seniors to the centurions. There's this pain that can be driven, and it's either stress, overworked, lack of nutrition, deficiencies that set up, or injuries that set it up, or just overworking, as you did with your martial arts. And I do with my running, and you always need to manage that. And it's hard to get it absorbed, especially with what we've been talking about recently with the gut issues and the sleep. Sleep helps improve the pain management in the body too. It's a huge compliment. And so
Wow.
we have these patches that work together, Dory, and it's powerful when you start looking at these.
Wow. So you could be taking basically the GLP-1 and then bringing in the bigger patch, which
Yes.
has benefits towards the liver and different things,
Yep.
dealing with pain and getting a good night's sleep. And it can accelerate what? By taking that combination.
Yes. Glucosamine, everyone's heard about glucosamine. Now we can get that in a form directly into the body, bypassing the gut issues that most people do have. And now we're going to benefit from that. We're benefiting from MSM. And so this is really powerful in what we have here. And turmeric, everyone knows what turmeric curcumin is. You don't need a lot of it to do its job. And a lot of people are overdosing, which it gets wasted because you don't need a lot for it to do its job. And that's one of the benefits of having it in a patch. We're getting direct assimilation and into the body.
Perfect, perfect. And you know, when we go to the next slide, it really says a lot. And that is, you know, a lot of companies go out there, and I have to go back to the reason why I got involved with Shoppy Shop. And that is to help as many people as humanly possible that I could using my skills and talents that I learned over the years. And all the models that were out there wanted people to spend a heck of a lot of money, which actually creates a stress in itself.
Yep.
And I'm very proud to say that we are delivering these products for less than $1 a day. And so if you look at the competition and realize that you would be looking at $240 a month to have this entire array of patches for yourself or your family versus where we're at, and that amount at $29.95 is fully commissionable, we literally have created not only a formula to helping people live a healthier, longer, pain-free life, getting a better night's sleep, but we've also created a formula whereby simply sharing this, they can move themselves into probably the greatest stress reduction thing that you can do, and that is build your bank account. When you have an abundance of cash, when you have money coming in, it also has an effect on lowering stress. And so what Tony, Kari, and the rest of the team have put together is absolutely fantastic. And so I think that we really have some amazing opportunities here to not only bring healthy products to the world, products that can go virtually to all corners of the globe, and at the same time help people build their incomes, reduce that stress. And so what I'd like to do is turn it over to the lovely and talented Trisha so that she can ask you a few questions, Dave,
Sure.
and I will remain quiet.
All right. Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. So I do have some questions that were sent to me ahead of time, and then I'm watching and people are posting questions as well. We may not be able to get to all the questions on the Zoom,
Yep.
but here's the first one. What is a transdermal patch? How long have they been around? And are the benefits of these patches better than supplement?
Well, I can answer some of that. I know Dory has a lot of experience with that also, but the transdermal patch has been around. Patch has been around a long time. They found that when you energetically put in these, it has to be put together in a special form to get it absorbed. And so when you get these patches, they're ready to be absorbed directly into the circulation, into the system. The benefit of patches I see from liposomal, which is a great form also, but just orally taking supplements, we lose a lot in the gut, as we've been talking about. You don't lose that with the patches, direct into the system. And it's powerful. It's a powerful delivery system.
Next one, how long does it take for the patch to begin to work?
They should start working right away, within minutes to hours. Depends
Awesome.
on each person, but you will see direct effect fairly quick with the patches. That's the benefit of the patches.
Here's another question. Can multiple patches, that's a really good question. Because
Yeah.
we have all these patches, can multiple patches be worn at the same time? And if so, is there a preference on which one you would use first?
You can use them both. You can use them together. I don't know about a preference. Depends on the direct need. If the sleep, you're both going to work, as we talked about earlier, synergistically together to get the benefit. So if there's a major sleep issue, a major pain issue, you may want to use the pain first or vice versa. I mean, they work together.
And I guess we could probably use one during the day, and obviously the sleep patch would be at night.
Definitely. You wouldn't use the sleep during the day, but
You
but
could
let me
use
say-
the other ones during the day. You could use two during the day, two at night, for example.
yes, but one of the things with the sleep patch, if there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress going on in life, they could be used short term during the day to help calm the body, help calm the stress in people's lives too. And
I'm all about that. You guys are going to with the sleep patch all
also
day.
that would help with better sleep.
Awesome. My habit of
Yeah,
stress.
so it
my
does,
life.
yeah.
Very good. And where are the patches best applied? Does it matter which patch you would use on which part of your body for optimal?
I think I wouldn't put them on top of each other. I'd put them on different sides of the body. Shoulders, hips, abdomen, it doesn't really matter. Some place where it's not gonna be taken off or fall off or.
Yeah, and I guess I'll jump in. I promised I wouldn't, but just don't put the patches over a hairy area of your body. So
Right.
if you're a man, don't be putting patches on top of hair.
Right.
And it's painful to take them off too, by the way.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hey, it's dual purpose. It can be
Yes.
used as waxing. It could be a waxing device. I'm kidding. Okay, I have one that Dory may have to answer. I don't know. They're asking, when are we going to be able to purchase the patches?
The answer is going to come officially from Kari. I believe if everything goes well in the testing, there'll be something posted on Thursday, the actual date, and I believe the patches will become available for sale in the United States and internationally next week. So
Okay, there's
that's
another question that kind of goes along with that. They're asking if transdermal patches are legal globally as well.
the answer to that is yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Are these patches safe for all ages? Or if not, what ages are they recommended for?
Well, we recommend the patches from 18 on up. A lot of the younger ages really don't need them, but usually it's designed for 18 on up.
Okay. Are there any health conditions that would be contraindicated to use the patches?
Depends on what the condition is. I would recommend them to talk to their doc, their nutritional doc, their naturopath, or the medical doctor to get an idea of, let's say, the blood sugar, if there is diabetes or some forms of prediabetes. You always want to check with your doc because there will be probably moderation of blood sugars that need to be looked at, and I would just make sure you check with them.
And I guess the next question, it's probably going to be the same answer, you guys. Since berberine and bitter melon extract are known to lower glucose,
Yep.
basically asking if people that have diabetes or insulin resistance, if they should not be using GLP-1 patches.
I would check with your doc and nutritional doc that understands it. They're a naturopath or a medical doctor that has to understand it. There will be, we know the benefits of berberine and what it can do to help calm and lower blood sugars. So that would have to be monitored with their physician.
And you know, that's something that I always hear from my husband too. If you are seeing a physician, if you have any medical condition, you need to talk to your doctor about anything that you do. And that's the only person that can really say yes or no.
Yes.
In network marketing, we get a lot of questions like that. You know, I have this condition, I have that condition. If you have a condition, you probably are seeing a physician, and that's the only person that can really make a recommendation. Can Dr. Nelson please explain why these transdermal patches are an effective method of delivery compared to liposomal,
Yes.
dental delivery, lipid-based delivery systems?
I mean, those are all good delivery systems, but they have to go through the gut and the liver. And one of the benefits of the patches, it bypasses that. It allows it to get into the system without having disturbances from the gut and having to deal with any liver disorders or sluggish digestive tract. And so that's the benefits of the patches. And it's phenomenal what they can do. There's all these different delivery systems from nano to liposomal. These are great deliveries because they're trying to enhance the delivery system to get into the bloodstream. Well, if you have a good patch system like we have, you're going to see the benefits over those other delivery systems that will cause some loss, which you get directly into the system with the patches.
Trisha, if I could,
Yes,
I just
please.
wanted to let everyone know that I did notice on the messenger forums and different places, people were talking about compliance. And today I worked with Kari, and there's been a video produced and there's been a worksheet produced on compliance. It's pretty straightforward, pretty clear, and that will be released prior to the order system going live. So it is done. It's just a matter of publishing it. And so the one thing that I will share with everyone is, in no way should anyone pretend to be a doctor that isn't a medical doctor. If you have an issue, you do need to talk to your medical doctor.
Yep.
And none of us should be providing our layman's opinion when you're dealing with somebody that has a pre-existing condition or a concern. And that isn't just me saying that. That is the law in the United States. That is the law in Canada, the UK, and most of the world. And so you want to move away from pretending to be a doctor and sharing a nutritional patch as what it is, a nutritional patch. So, but that'll be coming out prior to the shopping cart going live.
Okay, are the patches waterproof?
I can't answer that. Maybe Dory can.
Yes, they are. Where is it? No, it's there somewhere.
You're like, I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I have it. So, oh yeah, I know. I'd have to take my pants down, and I'm not going to do that.
Hey, if you take a shower or bath or go swimming or whatever, obviously it could come off, but
yeah, they're pretty much waterproof. Yeah, they are.
Can you wear it while in the pool? So probably, right? If it's waterproof.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's for Dory too. Do these leave a sticky residue?
They do a little bit, but you shouldn't put the patch in the same location. So what I do is when I put on a patch, I'll put on a patch in one location. Oh, I know what it is. It's right up here. I put in a patch in one location, then I'll switch over to a different side. I'll switch over to another side. Sometimes I will put it in another area, like the sides of my abdomen. So I move them around just so that I don't create any residual. And they basically, if you do it that way, you'll never run into residual adhesive. It just won't be an issue.
And I love what you said, Dory, the nutritional patches. And
Yes.
taking vitamins and you want to make a change in your intake and take the patches, they are nutritional. So obviously you work with your doc in putting together a program for your nutritional, but that's why you want to change it. You want to change the where you put them, and so you're gonna get best absorption of those nutritionals.
So with that, somebody asked, how does the patch compare to 10 milligrams orally?
I can't answer that.
I guess it would depend by person,
Yeah.
person by person, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my husband and I bought these gummies, it was sleep
Yep.
gummies, and he fell asleep, no problem, loved it. I was hyper. It was like I had just had a Red Bull. I don't know why it had like a complete different effect on me. So that's one thing about anything that we use or take. It just really depends on who it is. You know, not everything works the same for everybody.
And Trisha, with use of the patch, you're going to get higher absorption, which is going to get into the specific tissues, the brain, the liver, the mitochondria, quicker. So it doesn't matter how many milligrams it is, because you're going to lose a lot of that in that digestion process, as opposed to the patch. You're going to get higher absorption into the system.
Yeah, and I can add to that anecdotally. There's a patch that I have used and I'm currently using, and when I ran out of those patches, I definitely noticed the difference in my metabolism, and so I noticed it when I put it on again, when I was able to reacquire my patches when they came in the mail. We had a mail strike on in Canada, and it was like, wow, okay, I know what was missing. So, and we'll be getting into some more of that in the coming weeks and months.
Yep.
Do any of these patches help with fatty liver?
That's a condition we really don't want to talk about, but we know that the glutathione is very effective in helping the liver support, and everyone has that fatty liver is the result of many different reasons, and so that should be addressed with their doc and nutritional physician.
Okay. GLP patches, do they cause constipation, stomach cramping, just like the injections do?
I never heard of that. So we haven't heard of anyone having issues with that because we're bypassing the gut.
Okay, yeah. Let's see, pricing, yeah, $29.95 for the members, you guys. And let's see, we already talked about the delivery method. Do they have a smell to them?
No.
No. How many hours do you wear the patches, and like how long do they last?
Well, some of them are 24 hours, and like a melatonin patch would be, you take it off when you wake up.
Yeah.
12 hours.
Okay.
And it's usually marked on the package as well.
Yeah.
It is marked on the package.
Will they ever consider a 4-patch kit as a combo?
Yes.
Are-
Let me just address this whole patch thing. As this evolves and as we build this out, I think it's safe to say, and I'm not letting the cat out of the bag, this is going to be a complete array of patches for many different issues. I won't get into the specific patches that are coming, but I can tell you that Dr. Nelson, I can't wipe the smile off his face because
I know.
he has seen what's coming, and it is what, in no uncertain terms, profound. And what makes me excited about teasing everyone, I know some people hate that, but is the fact that we're delivering something that's kind of a lifelong dream for me. We're delivering something that's affordable.
Yes.
That's very good in terms of its delivery mechanism, and it's very good in terms of the results that it produces. And so, for 50 years, I've been in the industry where, man, some of the products were very, very expensive. And if you said a family has to go on this, it was difficult. Shoppy Shops, thank you, Kari, thank you, Tony, has solved that issue. And this is profound, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
How does the GLP-1 patch compare to Ozempic or Mounjaro? Does it help with weight loss, blood sugar, cholesterol?
Well, the patch, as we talked about last week, helps in that release of the GLP-1, and those. I'm not going to comment on the medication because that needs to be talked about with your doctor. But the GLP-1 is a natural form. Their patch is a natural form of that release, and the components that are in the GLP-1 are natural nutrients that help to do that.
Okay. Are the mg of ingredients listed on the packaging?
The what did you say?
Are the mg of ingredients listed on the packaging?
Oh, the milligrams of Dory?
Well, each package is in the patch. All I'll say is a general statement.
Yeah.
Each of the packages has the ingredients listed, and they are listed in accordance with FDA regulations. And so there are proprietary formulas, and they meet the compliance nature, because to put some of the details that would be like in a bottle of vitamins on a patch could literally give away a formula. And so each of them, I can promise you, meets FDA requirements for what is on the label.
And will the whole line of products be patches, or are we going to have different types of products?
What I can tell you about that is there will be a vast array of products, that anything that you've probably ever thought of or seen will be available over the next 24 months. And there is a reason for the rollout of the patches. It's because it will produce noticeable, measurable results right away. And it also addresses a very important issue for our international people, which I am one of, and that is the weight factor. So as we release the products, we have to be cognizant of shipping weights and different things. Just as an example, somebody asked about creatine. And yes, there is creatine available. The challenge was to be able to fit Shoppy Shop's model at this time the creatine shipping cost would have been greater than what we were selling it to you for. We don't control shipping. We don't control the oil industry. We don't control the airlines or the cargo people. And so the patches fit the formula because we have the largest selection of patches in the world available to us, and they will be a great way to start. And then as different countries are registered and as this company grows from being a toddler to a teenager and eventually an adult company with every country in the world registered like my company was, we will have the best array of products at the best possible prices of any company in the world, bar none, and nobody will ever be able to touch us, guaranteed.
Very excited to hear you say
Yes, it
that.
is.
That's awesome. Yes. Can we skip the teenage phase though? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to
Talk to Kari.
right now.
Talk to Kari.
Can we skip that one? Are there any third-party clinical double-blind placebo studies on on the patch technology? Not on our company, but just patch technology. Is there any studies done on that?
Yes. In fact, there's a lot of different, but again, we got to remember that under FDA rules, you cannot cite those studies in a public forum like this. It's illegal. That you don't have freedom of speech when it comes to the rules in FDA when you're talking about nutritional supplementation. So, we're in the world of AI. Nobody has to sit in a dark corner and not find that information. You can just type it in and it'll give you the answer for yourself.
Yep.
But the part that becomes illegal is if you share those clinical studies with somebody else, because at that moment you're making a claim, and that is not legal. Not in Europe either, by the way. So yes, the answer is yes, there's lots.
Okay. Will we eventually have NAD plus patch?
What did you say?
NAD plus.
NAD plus.
What did you say? I can't talk to that.
Right.
All right, guys, we have more questions coming in, but free shipping internationally. Is there a shipping cost added? Yes, there will definitely be a shipping cost.
Yes.
All right, everyone. So Thursday night, because we're 10 minutes behind schedule here. So Thursday night, do not miss our next Zoom. Susie White will be doing the Zoom on Thursday night with our founder and CEO, Kari Thompson, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern time Thursday night. So make sure you guys come back for that. And thank you so much, Dr. Nelson. You are
welcome. This is great.
Lots of great knowledge. And Dory, I am so grateful for you because we're going to have some amazing things happening here with Shoppy Shop, with this partnership with you and Dr. Nelson. So thank you so much. Thanks everyone for being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Great Zoom, you guys. Very, very educational.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.